do, the point about this is to keep talking about the points in the book. Keep talking about each specific thing in the book to make sure that you understand the content of the book. What's up, everybody? We are live. I'm back again. I freaking love it. I love it. I love the energy. I'm probably shouting a little too loud. I got some really cool new setup here. I'm always evolving here. I've got some new toys in front of me, screens everywhere, 4K monitors, efficiency. I'm going to let some people hop on. We're going to be streaming across quite a few different channels here. So we're making sure that we are efficient and things are working properly here. So what's up? Today we are doing our daily internal drive, which is kind of cool. I've been going live daily in our challenge group, our 7-day challenge group, and people just couldn't get enough, and I couldn't walk away. I want to keep serving. I absolutely love you guys, love you guys, and it's just so cool to be a part of this, and so cool to be a part of everything that we're doing here. So freaking love you guys. My phone is going off like crazy. I probably should have shut that thing off, but that's actually to my point today. That's to my point. So I'm gonna get rocking here. I know people are planning on stopping by and hopping in. This is going to be a little bit different for some of you who have been doing my 7-day challenge. You've heard me go on these talks and rants for sometimes upward towards 45 minutes. We're going to keep this about 10 and under. If I can keep this mouth closed for that much time, then that would be really helpful. I know some people in my life would probably like that as well. I'm not going to get into that, but that's funny. All right, so today's talk. So this whole thing is going to be about the internal drive book. My buddy over here is expected to get launched very, very soon. I don't have a date yet. We had a little bit of a hiccup with the endorsements. I got some really cool freaking endorsements coming that I'm so grateful for, and I'm so excited for. So I'm looking out for that. So look out for that, guys. The next piece I want to talk about is kind of what we're doing here. So the book Internal Drive is sequential. Like I believe like success is sequential, right? So what I want to do, the point about this is to keep talking about the points in the book. Keep talking about each specific thing in the book to make sure that you understand the content of the book. And this works for everything. This works for any book that you read, or any type of even if you go to if you have a mentor, if you're going to like this expo kind of thing, or this environment where you're being taught, it's one thing to actually it's one thing to learn it's one thing to hear the content, but it's another thing to actually learn it. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys are really understanding how you can move forward with actually digesting the information and moving forward with the actual part of learning it, making it a part of your life. If you agree with what you're digesting here. So always start out with appreciation to allow people to hop on. I start with meetings. I start my day with. So I will be starting like all my lives and podcasts and everything else with appreciation. Why? Not only because I believe in it so much, but two, because I want you guys, I want to demonstrate to you guys that is how you start everything, with appreciation. So also make sure you are starting your day with appreciation. So super cool. I just saw last night when I hopped onto my nightly guided visualization that it's surpassing some of the prior ones, which is super cool. I know that one's got a really awesome twist to it, and as somebody put it in one of the comments in there, and let me know in the comments too, not only these two when you hop on, but also when you're listening to the YouTube video, let me know what you think. It's how we're designing these things. It's the feedback that we're getting from you guys, so it really is helpful, because we're here to serve you, and somebody said that it was mesmerizing, and I totally jumped on board with that phrase for this one, because it really is. Like, once you stop and listen to it for a short period of time, because you're gonna fall asleep, but this thing will carry on for like 9.5 hours. So it really is priming your night. And I wanted to appreciate and give it a shout out, and me a shout out for that one, for the design and everyone that helped me do it. That one is just rocking and rolling. So if you haven't seen it yet, hop on to the self-love one in the YouTube channel, and it's there waiting for you for sure. And the other piece, I really wanted to appreciate all you guys that are hopping on and this Facebook group and the family that we created in 15 different countries now. It's motivation's going freaking viral, and the Facebook page, I think it's now close to or has surpassed 110,000 followers, and we're just rocking and rolling, and it's because of you guys. It's because your comments. It's because you're spreading the word, and my content's being shared all over the place. And time and time I just get notification after notification all day long that all this stuff is happening. So it's really, really awesome. I can't imagine what it's like to 10x this and have 1 million followers. Thank God, like, success really is sequential, right? So let's get into the internal drive experience. Haley, what's going on? Leo, what up? Thanks for hopping on, guys. We are going into the experience here. So really, I felt the best route to go is to really start from the beginning of the internal drive book, because right in the beginning pages, it talks about how to use the book. And again, you can use this for anything that you're trying to learn, but it's one thing to just hear the information, or it's one thing to read the information, but what do you do from there? Because there are times, and I get distracted very, very easily, so I'm sure you guys do as well. It's like things are so, our stuff is everywhere, right? We've got our phone notifications, we've got, all these distractions, and I've got 5 video cameras, 3 video cameras and 5 monitors right in front of me right now. So when I'm reading a book, or I'm digesting information, or going through a course or whatever, I take all my windows. If you saw, I probably got 100 windows open in 10 different categories. Everything gets minimized so you can't see it. Black screens now. I used to have logos and stuff on my screen, black screens, and everything comes off my desk. It goes to a little file holder that I got over on the side here. And the reason for that is so you can really hone in and focus on the content, in a quiet environment. That to me is what giving 100% to digesting the content is. Because if you allow those kind of distractions, how the heck are you going to learn it? You're hearing it or reading it, and how are you really going to learn it? So really the point is, do not rush, and make sure you're setting yourself up for success so you can really focus on this stuff, because there's more of just about being attentive. It's about digesting it and actually learning it. And that's what I want to talk about. So at least in my book's got activities. And the cool thing is I've hooked some of these things up to my YouTube channel. So there's videos that help walk through and help coach you with this kind of stuff. I don't know too many books. I actually don't know any books. I'm sure there's some of them out there. I don't know any books that do that, but I just felt like, hey, wouldn't this be cool if I kind of guide people along a little bit here? So we take what I believe to be a unique approach. Okay. And what I encourage people to do when they're downloading my free book, is to not only be 100% focused, not only give yourself 100%, not only make sure that you're attentive, but take the time to do the activities. Okay, because that's a big part of it. So awesome. So and honestly, some people get this thing and they don't even read the book. They think they've solved the problem already. So once you've actually gotten through the first chapter, you're one of those who are really leveling up. But I really want to encourage you to make sure, and again, this is for anything that you guys do, make sure you do the activities and give the activities the chance, give it the opportunity, give you the opportunity. And that by giving it everything that you got. Okay. And there's always enough space provided, I think, at least in my book, but if there's not, journaling is the way to go, right? Make sure that you have a journal or a book that you dedicate to this book. Okay, because I know that there's going to be a workbook that comes along with it, but there's really already a workbook inside it, but also that gives the energy you put into something is going to come back to you. This is with everything. And you guys, some of you that know me, I can go on and on about that. What you put out, you get back. But that's the same thing with my point here. When you're taking the time to write something down, right? That's energy that's going into something that is going to come back to you. So when you're trying to learn something, make sure that you're taking time to do activities, make sure you're taking time to do notes and highlights and writing the things that you want to learn, because that's going to make a difference. Reading passively, that might be good for a first round, so you know what to expect. And maybe, maybe you want to see if you trust the content or whatever, which I respect that. It's cool. I want people to know, like, and trust the content. But, if you're going to do a second round, that second round is a time to make sure that you really put everything that you got into it. So at least in my book, and again, this is for, I don't speak for others, but in my book, I get to what's real. Okay, so expect that. Okay, I use powerful words. I want you to use powerful words. You can't just sit there and listen passively and not use powerful words. I'm about impact. How could you make, what type of words can you use that are going to make you move? Sometimes they're very emotional type of words. It gets you moving, but again, not getting into other chapters. And I knew I would just go on a rant because I want to give you everything. I want to give you everything all at once and fix the world. Everybody be happy and everybody will have internal drive. But my point here, and I just want to set the stage up front, because when you use powerful words, that's what gets you to move. And stop lying to yourself. So often people are lying their way through their life. When you use powerful words, man, it gets the juice going. It gets the energy going. It doesn't always have to make you sad. And sometimes it will make you sad, and that's okay. Because we want you to be able to move. That's how you create, emotion creates motion. So when you use powerful freaking words about something, then man, that's the whole point here. So expect to be moved reading this book if you're going to really give the opportunity it deserves and that you deserve. One of the other points I really want to drive home is that this is about reaching your specific goals, right? This is about your achievable goals. Right? So there are before and after pictures everywhere, right? They are everywhere. This guy's getting rich and, he came from a shack, and this guy, was an overweight guy and weighed 600 pounds, and now he's 200 and he's hard as a rock. They're everywhere, and that's great. That's one of the biggest points of this book. People who have had these horrible relationships and then finally made the best version of themselves, and they can get out there and they can get the most powerful relationship they possibly can, and it's there. But the point here is that this is about you. This is about your growth. It's okay, and I believe that you should have images and of others that you want to kind of be like, but it doesn't mean you have to be them. Okay, there's a difference there. You want to be able to model somebody that was successful, but you don't be them. You be you. Okay, your identity. Okay, it's about achieving your goals. So when you go through my book, or you go through, I believe, any type of structure that makes you want to put some images in front of you or image boards, please don't get so caught up in what you're looking at when it comes to identifying yourself as somebody anew, because you are you. Okay, yes, you're going to make a different version of you, which will be new, of course, but you want to be able to visualize, especially when you're actually doing your visualization exercises, visualize the best version of you. Okay, don't attach somebody else and you be that somebody else. Okay, I can't drive that home enough, because I believe in self-esteem and self-confidence, and this book certainly shows you how to do that. And if you keep listening to these lives, then you'll learn it too. I'm 13 minutes in. I knew I'd go over. All right. I'm gonna drive this home quick. Okay. Lastly, really before we dive into the internal drive book points, I just want to say, and I'm going to come to a close. I just want to say that I put this book out here for you. You know, I've held on to the content of this book and I've used it one-on-one with clients in various different versions and over the past 20 years since its original fruition. And it's become such an awesome guide for me. But, and I'll tell you, what drives me is my opportunity to live through you guys. It's my opportunity to watch your success because I relive my successes through you. And that to me is such a gift. I feel like I'm giving you guys a gift because somebody gave it to me. I did the research, I did the testing, I did the creation of the tools inside here to make it work for fitness related and relationship related and any type of goals that you want, business. It's a growth book. It's an internal drive book. But what's so amazing here is I've used it in every area of my life, my relationships, my business, my physical body. And I'm not born under a right star. I just used the tools in here that anybody can use. And the beautiful thing is that I get to live through you guys because I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say first weekend of your nutrition and your training. If you decide to jump on board with one of our 12-week transformations, we just closed a 7-day transformation group. A bunch of people are jumping on board. I've got consultations all week. We're flooded. It's awesome. You know, whatever you decide to do, whether you use these tools for other areas of your life, so have I. So I know what you're going to say week one. You know, I know what you're going to say 4 weeks in when you can't fit in your clothes. I've had clients, I've had this discussion 3 times this week already with several different clients. You know, it's like, oh, Bill, you didn't tell me about that after week 4, that I'd be buying new clothes already. So my point before we dive into all the lessons throughout this week and the days to come, I just want to share with you the beauty in this book is just much more than the content. It's you, it's your transformation, it's me living through mine. So thank you guys so much, so much for being a huge part of my life and a part of the internal drive movement and keep motivation going. And I couldn't do it without you. So I love each and every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching the full video. You made a great choice and empowered yourself some more today. If you'd like more, click the videos right here. They're exactly what you need to see next. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and become a part of the Empower community and tell me what you think about the videos in the comments below. I read all of them and respond daily. Make a comment.